Oi, 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 oi.
Oi, oi, oi,
Welcome
oi.
to the first ever episode of
Shooting Ropes, Shooting Ropes, Shooting Ropes.
Oh, fuck that, sorry.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bling, blang.
Thank you so much for checking out this new podcast. We're very excited to offer you a conversational masterpiece every week. My name's Chris Macarthur-Boyd.
I won't be offering you a conversational masterpiece. I will be giving you a conversational
Why are you
masterpiece
being
by
so threatening?
force. That's the dynamic.
Oh, you're threatening.
You're offering. I'm like, fucking take this.
All right.
Take this.
Sit down.
Hold me
Stop
back.
squaring up to the
Hold me
camera.
back.
Hold me back. Who was holding me back the other night when we were getting mad with it?
This was funny. I wrote this down on my things because you were like, hold me back, and I was like, nobody's actually holding you back. And then you're like, and I was like, God's holding him back.
Yeah.
That's who's holding me back. I like an idea of a character who's like, hold me back, nobody's holding you back. God's holding me back.
Jesus, take the wheel.
And you go, wow, actually,
Steer me
he's
away from
pretty
this
important.
devil. Yeah.
God's pretty important.
This is a religious podcast.
Welcome to the.
That's another thing about God is he actually will hold you back when your friends will not.
I was in Parliament with God.
I was in Beaumont Young Offenders Institution with God, and you know
I was
the boys
in
brand new.
B wing with God.
The boys brand new.
I listen. That's a lot of people say. Do you know what I mean? What's he doing in here?
Yeah, I can bet that.
Yeah, I'll say what's God doing in
This
here?
is for young offenders who are between the ages of 12 and 18, and yet here we have someone who is older than time itself, celestial being, if
I'll
you
tell
will.
you why he was in the jail.
What?
Killed his son, didn't he?
Oh, that's right.
Killed his son. Actually, a real maniac.
Big time.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Everyone's letting me away with that.
I think it was because it was himself as well, and it was also the Holy Ghost. So I'm
You
not
believe in the Holy Trinity?
I believe it. I'm just unaware of it.
You're a Holy Trinity truther.
We've got one of the best comedians on the UK and Ireland comedy circuit. I'm only saying that because he is Irish, which is not part of the UK, but he does live in London, baby. So
He lives in London town.
London. He's a phenomenal guy. He's on tour this year.
Lovely boy.
We hung out with him the other night. Me and Mark Jennings were opening for him at La Pavilion,
Yeah.
which is French for the pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the best nights, one of the best gigs, one of the best sets of my life, I would say.
Yeah, you done really well.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I watched it.
You opened the glee and jumped over?
Yeah, I opened the glee and then came over because I'd asked him for because my wife Lindsay, she really wanted to see Mike Rice, and she also wanted to meet Mike Rice.
I
She
think
was
your
like,
wife is slightly in love with Mike Rice.
no, she's slightly in love with me. No, she
'Cause
wanted to meet Mike Rice.
She loves, listen, she is a British person, proud British person. But
Why are you doing Italian hand gestures then? Listen, she's a proud British person.
so
Listen,
but
she's a
she does
proud
have a
British
soft
person.
spot for Westlife
Westlife,
and Boyzone.
Boys,
And I think she sees Mike as part of that lineage.
Boys Life,
Yeah.
West Zone.
When I was opening for Frankie, we were often doing venues that Boys Life would be in the next night
Yeah,
because we were in the same kind of venue
you in the
size.
same
So it'd be like
trajectory.
you'd some of fucking Brian McFadden's grapes would be left over. You don't know what it's like to tan Brian McFadden's grapes.
You don't know what I know.
Okay. Well, listen, Mike's a great comedian. We've got him in for the first episode.
I done Children in Need.
Did you?
I was.
That's
I was
right.
I
Tell
was
the
doing
story about Children in Need. That was terrible.
studio warm up for Children in Need and Boys Life for there. So when I'm doing like a studio warm up, whether like there's like kids involved.
I
and stuff
can't
like that.
watch this.
There's kids involved and stuff like that. So I've done like kids TV warm up and all that. I'm good at it. They know I'm good at it. I go in there.
You
I
done
just
warm up for dogs eat your homework or
Don't get
something?
my homework. Yeah, I'm good at it. I just go in. Some people go in there and go, "Hey kids, would you like to have a good time today?" I'm in there going like that. Shut up. I'm arguing with them, right?
Yeah.
I just get them so wound up.
Teasing
man.
them.
Yeah.
Making fun of them.
Teasing them, making fun of them, going like that. This is slam time. I go, look at you, you stink. Shut up. They hate it and they love it. They get wild. But also they can behave. They get to whatever, right? So I'm doing children needs, right? And I'm going in there and I'm like, right, boof, go in there, argue with these children. I'm playing a game. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at something else. I'm wandering around the crowd. I'm smashing all the kids at this game. I've got sunglasses on. I walk up to one table. I'm like, yeah. I walk up to this one table and I'm looking at him, I'm looking at something else. I realize that the child that I'm playing this with is blind. I'm like, fuck. I better get out of here.
Yeah.
I managed to just go, do you know what? You don't even get to guess. Boof, out of here, right?
Yeah.
And then I go over to this other child who's sitting there with like some adults and I go, what are you even doing here? And I'm like, did you raise any money for children in need? She's like, well, sort of. And I'm like, sort of means absolutely not. You rat. I didn't call her a rat, but this was the vibe, right? I was just like ripping her for not raising any money for children in need. And then the show starts, right?
And you realize
it's a live show, so I'm not really needed at this point, right? Because there's nothing I can do at this point anyway. And then Jackie Bird comes out with like a pudgy bear, and then she gives the pudgy bear.
It's almost at this point you realised, oh wait, children in need.
I haven't realised this at this point.
Okay.
I still haven't realised. Jackie Bird comes out with a pudgy bear doll, gives it to that wee girl, and I'm thinking, oh, that's really nice of Jackie to give. I guess she's giving her that because, like, you know, she was such a big part of the warm-up, you know, and I had such a good laugh, you know, at ripping her and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, good on Jackie Bird for doing that. That's actually quite nice. I should have probably done that, but Jackie's smoothed it out,
Yeah, you should
right?
have done that instead
and
of what
then
you
the
did.
show goes on, and then they start playing a VT, and the wee girl that I've been ripping comes up on the VT, and I'm like, well, that's that wee girl. And then basically she's like,
So it's at this point that you get
at
it.
this point, I start to go, oh,
Something ain't right.
Something's different here. There's a mystery to be solved here. And she solved the mystery for me. She was like, I'm really sad that my dad is dead. And I was like, fuck, she's a child in need. I've just been
She's
ripping.
one of the titular children in need.
I've been ripping the child in need at Children in Need for about half an hour.
Yeah.
I left.
You left?
Straight up, I was like, I'm out of here.
Mid-show?
I dipped.
You're the warm-up. You got to be there in case somebody's jacket catches fire or something.
No, it was live. It was
Right.
live, so anything happens, nothing to do with me.
Wow.
I went, I'm getting out of here.
What did... You didn't apologise to anybody?
I said to the floor crew, I was like, fuck. I didn't know she was one of the children in
You
need.
didn't think that the children sat at the front of the crowd during Children in Need might potentially... That's on them, to be fair, not to tell you, though.
Yeah.
You should have had a wee briefing.
It's also on me not to realise that. It seems so
Aye.
self-explanatory now at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back, would you do it any differently?
Yeah.
I hope that's what happens when you die.
I'd love to have an answer there for you. Like, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't. But no, I would do it
Yeah.
differently, yeah.
Yeah. I hope when you die you get to St. Peter's Gates and he goes, would you do it any
Remember
differently?
this wee girl? She died that night of a broken heart because of you, and she's here to stop you getting in, and now
Yeah.
she's going to make fun of you.
We're making her an angel and we're making you a fucking spunk bucket in hell. Anyway, Mike Rice is a phenomenal talent.
Great guy.
One of the best comedians. I remember the first time I gigged with him.
Oh,
Galway. And then we had sausages together in Nottingham, and he's just always been great.
a real tour de force of stuff there. Galway, sausages in Nottingham.
Yeah, I just think he's...
That's the measure of a man.
I think he's so funny, and he's the real deal. He's
Yeah.
funny as fuck. Thank you so much for checking us out. We've just started this podcast, so please, if you can leave a nice wee review on Apple Podcasting or Spotify or on YouTube, or follow us on things and like us on things and do all that stuff you do for all the podcasts you listen to already.
Yeah.
Do it for us too,
Well, do it for us too.
and we're setting a Patreon up.
Do it for us too, and do it for us as well.
So if you like this and you want this to continue, that sounds like a threat, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So you want more of this?
Well, we're changing the dynamic here.
Oh, okay.
Now
Now I'm
if,
threatening.
if you want this to continue,
That you hold me back.
yeah.
Fucking sign up to that Patreon right now. If you want more of this, yes, sign up to
No,
that
no,
Patreon.
it's, you can just listen. It's fine.
Oh, fucking kick your cunt in, you wee fucking. Anyway, check it out.
Check it out.
Shooting ropes, shooting ropes, shooting ropes. Ding 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 ding. Pew, bing.
Shooting ropes, shooting ropes, shooting ropes. You want to hear my cowboy voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were doing it. Oh, you were doing Trump.
No.
Right.
Well, here it is, right? And if you want to hear a real cowboy voice, you come to Rosco McClelland because he knows how to do it, you see. And he's got the intonation and the pacing, and he knows how to work the R's.
I'm not going to
Yours.
criticize it, but I would say it smells.
Yep.
Yeah, it smells of the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve. No, it's
Oh,
not. Yes.
Now I see it.
But no, I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, really.
I think it's. I've listened to Stone Cold's podcast. and
Texas Rattlesnake King. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just.
That's another
Texas
guy
sport.
describing Stone Cold. That's JR.
Yeah, well, that's JR.
Who is a cowboy?
JR
With
is
cerebral palsy.
with. Does
believe-
JR have cerebral palsy?
Why do you think his face hasn't moved in 25 years?
All I know is he's moved me, brother.
Oh, it's
Deeply moved me. No one has ever made it like just a. He is one of the greatest actors in the history of TV or cinema or anything.
Uh-huh.
Is JR, because he could make like, it doesn't matter, just like, oh my God, it's the cerebral assassin. No, don't do it, Triple H. Don't do it. And you're genuinely like, something so serious is happening right now.
Yeah.
He is so panicked.
God damn you, Austin!
Yeah.
God damn you to hell!
God damn you to
He's
hell.
broken in half. I like that one when he was broken in half.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half.
My favorite. Some people call this a vocal stim. I
Yes.
believe in the neurodiverse community.
People are always talking about stimming now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And one thing, I don't know if I'll describe as a vocal stim, but a lot of times in my head I'm running through the "Don't try this at home" video. Careers ended in an instant. Yes, this is entertainment, but the hazards are real. I would say that runs through my brain and voice. I would say 900 times a day, if I'm honest with you.
Oh,
You sounded a lot. You sounded reminiscent of the man who speaks over the masked magician. There.
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
He's getting a lot.
No
of work.
one knows who the masked magician is.
No one knows
but
who the
he-
masked magician is.
No one knows who he is.
he is. No one knows who he is.
He. But no
he
one
will.
knows.
When? Why?
So, did you ever watch this, The Masked Magician?
No, I didn't, but I feel like I've seen it now. I feel I've seen most of it now. But tell me about the masked magician. I wanna
Upon
know.
the stage, he saws a woman in half. First, the woman enters the box. Then he produces the saw. He begins to saw. And then it cuts to ba 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 ba, and it's him going, it's the masked magician. He's like, can you, when you're in the box, pull your legs up? Those are fake legs, and pull your hips and legs into the top of the box, and I'll saw through the box.
I don't know if you've ever seen the masked
That's the
magician.
masked magician.
He doesn't speak.
That's right.
Did you just? Was this a fantasy of yours?
This is
that we
as
just
deep-
witnessed?
Christopher's sawing through the box thing that he does in the house.
One of my deepest fantasies is to be the masked magician, and if
Right.
I was him, I would speak.
Okay, so the masked magician is a magician that wears a mask.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
revealing the
You're good.
secrets to magic
Okay.
tricks, and he does it under a mask. Who doesn't? All the other magicians don't go. You're a fucking rat.
And this was on Bravo
Right.
channel.
So he's a sellout to the magic community.
They
Like,
hate him.
the members of the Magic Alliance are absolutely.
Penn and Teller, it's on site for
And
them.
Joe Bluth would
Joe
be
Bluth, yeah.
absolutely
Joe Bluth
fucking
would hate them.
furious.
Well, he's out as well. So I
Who?
don't know if Joe Bluth's based on the Masked Magician, but you remember he got kicked out of the Magic Circle in the first
He
episode.
did, yeah. He did. He got kicked out of the Alliance of Magic,
Yeah.
which was actually quite sad.
I've started watching it again for series 1, and I'll watch it all the way through series 2 and then stop.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
And then you just leave it, and you're like,
I
"That's
might go
enough."
back for the last season when they fixed it. Other than that,
But the last season was terrible because it was a big ensemble show, and they were like, "Well, we've got David Cross for my good friend David Cross. We got him for 3 days."
they re-edited it though.
I know,
and
but
it
it's
works.
still bad.
No, it works when they
Oh.
re-edited it. It's
I
actually
don't think it
pretty
does. I was talking to you the other day, yesterday,
Yeah.
and you're having a whole day of travel malfunction.
Oh, so first, so I was supposed to be down in Glasgow last night at 7:15 was the first promise that was given
AM
to
or
me.
PM?
PM. So last
You
night.
would have to leave London at 2 in the morning.
2 in
to
the
get there
morning.
for
Yeah,
7
but it was
a.m.
still a very good
Good
question.
question.
Roscoe.
Yeah, people need to know the details.
The Scottish Paxman.
It's called a sleeper train. You fucking rat.
The sleeper train leaves at 11:15.
So anyway, no, it was at 7 p.m. Would you believe, Roscoe? But anyway, on your little nighttime Twitch schedule that you
Yeah.
live on,
Yeah.
I guess it would make sense to get a 2 a.m. train.
Yeah, if I was a nocturnal troglodyte like this guy, I would also assume people get.
If I was a
places there.
slippery serpent of the night like yourself,
There's nothing
Roscoe,
wrong with being a night person. You know what I mean?
There's
It's
not.
called a night owl. You never hear of a day owl, do you?
There's very few owls of the day.
If I-
No.
that's an owl who's lived through some kind of trauma that's deeply upset their
Yeah.
sketch.
That's all the ones that live at the Scottish Owl Centre.
Is it a mad thing to do to, because obviously people who are day dwellers, which I'd count myself one of, and
Do you?
yeah. I'd
What
be
time do
not
you go to bed most nights?
12. 12. That's
AM or PM?
you just.
Noon or midnight is the right
He's
time.
made a note before. It's just
Yeah.
always confirm which is it AM or PM because the listener can get very confused. So what is it actually? The 12 at midnight is 12 AM, right? So that's the beginning of the morning, isn't it? So it's really the morning.
Yeah.
So but that's when I'm going to.
So you're going to bed in the morning?
I suppose technically I do. Yeah,
That seems crazy.
it does seem crazy, yeah, and it is crazy when I do it.
What time do you wake up?
Sound like a night owl.
And then I get up about 8:30, 9.
Right.
Yeah.
You struggle with your sleep.
Huh?
You struggle with
I
your
do
sleep.
struggle with my sleep, and last night I had a nasty, torrid little sleep, full of nightmares and ghouls and gals. And then I woke up. I woke up like this, and then I just had a load of dread on me. And then I have this big show tonight, and I was like, oh, it's gonna go bad, and everyone hit me. And
Yes.
nastiness, badness.
I think it'll go well.
What?
I think it'll go well.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think it'll go well?
Yeah.
My show
Yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah.
It fucking better.
I'm not so sure.
1,000 people who've paid to see me, I bomb. Imagine I do that.
I
Fuck me.
That's
I
happened.
believe the nightmares. You know, I don't have dreams. I don't dream at all. That's
You're
the thing.
you're a dreamless creature.
Yeah.
And there is something about you when you look at you, and there's a lack of
And
kind of the astral realm.
You think this
At
guy's
play.
never had a break from reality?
Right. You seem haggard
Yeah.
by reality. You seem
and it is the way it is.
completely mithered by your own existence.
I mean, you're a crystal man now.
I got into crystals during August.
Yeah.
During Edinburgh.
When you're living next door to me.
I was living with comedians Ed Knight and Dan Tiernan, and Dan Tiernan is Crystal Christ. So he is basically the Jesus or the L. Ron Hubbard, whoever your person is, whoever you choose to follow. I'm
The Stone Cold Steve Austin of the Stones.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Hubbard, Christ, Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Those are your three main options in the West.
Yeah.
In 2025. But a wife beater, a
Wife beater and a wife beater.
yeah, three of the fuckers. So anyway, so Dan got us in to crystals because he was just so feverishly like on board with the power of crystals. He was washing his crystals. He was
He's washing them.
he bathed them. Like he bathes them. He kind of like his children in a way. He bathes them. He puts them out in the moonlight to be recharged and reborn. He brings them in. I think he does he tell them kind of stories about stuff and like folklore, maybe kind of like Jack and Jill or different kind of maybe Hansel and Gretel kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hans Christian Andersen type stories. As
Northern fairy tales.
well. Northern fairy tales.
Are all the stories that he tells them involving a boy child and a girl child?
Yeah, which is odd because he's gay, and you think, but maybe he's hoping if he, I don't know, kind of reinforces these heteronormative stories to the Stones that somehow maybe he himself will become cleansed of homosexuality.
My understanding, and listen, this isn't the Dan Tiern cast. We're not just going to interpolate his life and teachings.
No
So
way.
why not?
No.
I believe he is off the sauce.
Mhm.
And he's off. No, he's not off the sauce, but he's off the hash.
I believe he's off his rocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Crystals.
Yes, he had a mental breakdown
And he's using these as a kind of surrogate.
as a salve.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think of all the things to replace your substances with,
Right.
rockets is like, not rockets, rocks.
Yeah.
You know, he makes rockets.
That's the way Musk has gone with it. To cure his ailments is rockets, and Dan's gone rocks.
Because he's going right to the source. He's going direct to the moon. He's going straight to the source.
He's going straight to the moon.
Yeah.
He's bringing his crystals directly to the moon.
Yeah.
Elon
That's the
Musk.
best way, like on charge all the time.
Yeah.
To me, these crystals are just rocks because I'm so tethered to the realms of reality.
Right.
You know,
You're painfully, painfully incapable of imagining.
yeah.
You're just, everything is kind of cinema real, like everything is just complete realism.
Ground is to be walked on. Sky is to be flown in.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in between.
What would you main function of your willy?
What?
What's the main function of your willy in
Oh,
your
to
mind
come?
as a realist? Right, so that's what you would say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's crude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's to urinate and it's to go, who's a good little boy?
Yeah.
Oh, so, all jokes aside,
Yeah.
you think the human race has carried on through numerous setbacks through pissing and going, "Who's a good little boy?"
Listen, I think
Here's what I'll say.
yes.
I pee more than I come.
Yeah, that's what right.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's that helping?
So how
anyone?
was your travel journey yesterday?
So the journey yesterday, and you are the captain of this ship, which really is the inmates are running the asylum on this one. But so yesterday, so here's what happens. The train's been delayed a couple of hours. We were going to go for dinner. Now we can't go for dinner. But we might have gone to see Running Man, the movie.
We
now.
were gonna go and see Running Man by Edgar Wright, and then try and get a tapas feast.
Yes.
What a delightful evening we could have had.
We could have had if it wasn't for Avanti Coast having other fucking
Yeah.
plans and wishes.
Avanti West Coast.
Get
Yes.
your train delay though?
Huh?
Do you get train delay?
See,
repay?
here's where they have me by the balls, and this happened to me recently. They'll say to me, they'll go, okay, so here's the thing with the train. There's been this problem and stuff. Now, if you go online and you fill out this form, you can get your money back. I'd pay the money not to fill out the form. I'm not gonna.
Oh, come on.
I'm not filling out the form.
It's such. I hate
You've
filling out
got me.
forms.
You've got me.
I don't have an ADHD diagnosis because I have not filled out the forms. I refuse to fill out forms.
can't
I
do it.
hate filling out forms. But when
What?
someone says you've paid £125 for your wee train,
Yeah.
fill out this form, we'll give you the money back. I go, if there's someone sensible sitting next to me, I will do it.
Right.
But I need that person to
Yeah.
brush my hair.
Brush your hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you crazy in it?
Throw a little comb across your head. Well, so that your
do you think?
feet are
Yeah. What do you think about that?
the exact same size?
I used to go, this journey, I think it will be delayed. Do you know what I'm going to do? First class.
Yeah.
Because I know I'll get it all back. And that's the closest I've ever came to gambling.
Now let me ask you this.
So I was trying to form a power triangle with our feet, but he's not into it.
I saw what you were trying to do there, and it seemed like an olive branch of, hey, we are brothers, you
We're
and I.
brothers, yeah.
And then
He refuted it.
and you've kind of said you're no brother.
Why
of
talk
mine.
about trains?
You're big into the trains. Now, here's what I'm going
It's
to
an
say.
audio medium.
Here's what
that was an ADHD meets someone with autism
I don't have autism.
connection right there.
you
You
think
say
you might have
that,
autism because you said that to me
Yeah,
recently.
well, maybe. But
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You very well.
Roscoe makes me that way.
Right.
I am his
Being
neighbour.
around him makes me feel like I cannot communicate with people in a neuronormative way.
Right.
Why are you so hunched up? You little
Try to get away from you.
You're
Yeah.
like, I can't connect with people. I want to talk about trades.
So now listen, because this is going to be, you're going to enjoy this.
Here's a question. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you say your thing.
No, I'm
Is
now.
that a question?
Yeah.
Now I'm
was that
hungry for a
question?
question.
Recently,
Yeah,
I opened for you in
Yes.
Aberdeen
that's right.
the Lemon Tree.
Yeah,
The next night, Roscoe opened for you in Dundee,
that's right.
the
Gardyne
Gardyne
Theatre?
Theatre.
The Gardyne Theatre.
Who did a better job?
You were
Thank you.
Roscoe. Who
Oh,
did,
sorry, I thought that was
who
your
did a
answer.
better job? So now overall, so we'd have to look at right. Pre-show, I was late to the Gardyne Theatre, but I had text Roscoe at one point because I was struggling. I couldn't get from my hotel to the theatre. It proved like this
Where were you?
Sisyphean task. Huh?
Where were you?
I was at a place called the Four Corners of the fucking Dundee. I don't know, but
Dundee.
I was in Dundee for my sins. And then the theatre's off this other way. Then I was trying to get buses. I was on the wrong bus, the wrong direction. I was trying to get Uber for the best part, 45 minutes.
There's no Uber in Dundee.
Well, listen. And you know what? And you know what? Listen to this. If Uber was upfront about that with
Yeah.
me and just...
Is that right?
If they just admitted to me
Uh-huh.
that they weren't in the... They couldn't admit that to me. So what they did was I would type in the thing and they would just go... finding local driver, and then it would go, oh, local driver will be found in like 6 minutes. Then it would get to the 6 minute mark, and I go, oh, we haven't found anyone else. We're looking for more drivers. And I was thinking, this is odd. I looked around. It's not very busy in Dundee on Wednesday night or whatever the fuck it was. And then I was like, Uber, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, 45 minutes, I'm redoing this Uber. Finally, I abandon Uber. And I get on a train or a bus that drives me the complete wrong direction. And now I'm just looking at the map. The theatre's over there. I'm going down this way. It's a whole thing. So then I get on to Roscoe. And I say, listen, brother, I don't know what's going on. This theatre has proved too much for me to get to. And then he was going to...
Phone the venue, the gig's off.
It's over. It's done. We're going to get refunds. I'll give you,
Yeah.
I'll give you money for travel. But it's just, it hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out.
I am 10 minutes away, but I can't.
I'm 10 minutes away by
there
car,
tonight.
but I'm not joking. I can't seem to get there. And it's very sad.
Yeah.
Um,
The reason I'm laughing that there's no Uber in Dundee is because there's a kind of semi-viral clip, like a Vine from like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
where a girl's on the train to Dundee going, can we get an Uber when we get there? I think we need to get an Uber when we get to Dundee. And a girl turns around and goes, there's no Ubers in Dundee. Fucking walk it. So that was going to be my advice for you.
well, it was a 45-minute walk, but I've already mistimed that, and I've just and now I'm refusing to do that. But so then anyway, but Roscoe said he would come collect me, but then I got a taxi. But his willingness there.
Yeah, that's a point in his column.
That was a point in his column. Okay, he could have came collect me. Now, if you had been the opener in Dundee, what are you going to collect me on your fucking unicycle? No, you're not able to drive. You would have been useless.
But I
You would've
have
been useless.
knowledge like there's no Ubers in Dundee rattling around my head.
Yeah.
So if you went, I'll get an Uber. Don't.
Right.
Don't.
that would be good previous to the problem. But if Mike was like, I can't really get an Uber here, and then you start going, there's no Ubers in Dundee, that's helping nobody.
Yeah.
That's helping no one.
I'm
So-
just thinking.
So I'm just saying right now.
yeah.
So that's already there's a feather in Roscoe's cap there. Okay, so that's
Person with most feathers in their caps wins.
yeah wins.
Yeah.
Okay, now CMB
Call
we
me
went
Big
for
Bird.
we went for dinner before he was and we travelled to Aberdeen together. So I did have a travel
And
buddy.
it was my suggestion for the restaurant. And it was
your
a
suggestion for the
strong
restaurant
suggestion.
and he
Amarone,
yeah
which I believe means I love oni.
love only
Macaroni.
yeah.
That means
And-
macaroni.
And it was a lovely meal. There was a platonic romance to what went on.
Platonic bond.
Yeah, a lovely bond. And then you let me pay for it all, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And
So take a feather out of his cap for that?
No, because that allowed me to feel
The big balls.
feel like big time Charlie, and he knew that, and he knew
Johnny Big Balls.
and he knew I needed that before the show.
Yes.
That I needed to slap the.
Do you know how good it feels to? And listen, this is just I watched a Ralphie May video a
Yeah.
long time ago
Yeah,
of him giving a speech, like obese dead comedian.
he's obese, and not only is he obese, he's also dead,
Yeah,
and that's another
feather
thing
in
he-
his cap.
Another feather in his cap. Yeah,
And
there's two biggest traits.
the
think he's
headliner
winning
always
Ralphie May's winning this.
the headline. No,
He's got 2 feathers.
no, the headliner always pays for the opener's dinner. Is what he says.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in club comedy in America, that's their rule of thumb.
Yeah,
I
I think it's when
you
I'm the
don't-
opener, I agree with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my thing.
Well, you had a few dinners when you were opening for me, yeah. Many.
Many.
Yeah, it was great in Inverness. Wow, great stuff.
Why? What did you get him in Inverness? Go on.
Christopher took us to the worst restaurant that's ever
Roscoe was
existed.
like, let's go to Pretzel, let's go to Pizza Express, these corporate chains. I'm a
Yeah.
punk. He's a punk. We've
Yeah.
got tattoos for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I'm wearing skateboarding shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, let's go to the punk rock place. The punk rock, what was it called? Punk rock
It was like a
pizzas?
punk rock themed restaurant.
It was a punk rock restaurant with the Blink-182 logo on the wall. He was loving it, bobbing his head.
It was terrible.
Were you Bob? Were you jiving?
Well, some of the songs that were on, I was like, these are songs that I know and songs that I love.
Yeah.
Feather in my cap.
Right. Okay.
A different colour feathers so we can see what feathers are yours and what feathers
Right.
are mine.
Some are offensive feathers. And
Yeah.
like, is that Native American? What is that?
It's a pimp thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a side podcast? Is put a feather in my cap?
Put a little feather in my cap.
Let's
Count them up.
Count them up. The most feathers wins.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome to Feather in My Cap. So, back.
Welcome to Mike Rice's new podcast, Feather in my cap.
They put a feather in my cap.
Was that Morris? And we got Morrissey to do the theme too. Yeah.
I hate Chinese people.
There was a feather in my cap in the midnight hour.
And heaven knows I love punk rock poutine. Anyway, we had the underwhelming poutine.
Right. Right. And look, and that is sad and it's tragic, and I'm glad
That's
has-
an example of my promise to him.
Yes.
And your promise to me, the rules of comedy, the fraternity,
Yeah.
the brotherhood,
Yeah.
non-gender based groups as well.
That's right. Now, what I'm going to say is, so we had that meal. That was lovely. We had that time together before the show, which was nice. Then in the green room, because I came late to this group, he starts playing the piano. So he's starting to make it all about him in the green room.
Oh.
He's starting, yeah. He's
giving
starting
you
to
a
make-
bit of
Yeah.
back.
Making noise
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
trying to get your shit together.
and he's
making,
clanging away on the piano.
take a feather back out his cap. He's on
and,
zero
and,
feathers.
and I literally, he didn't see it, but I was literally just reaching down into the cap just to pluck the one feather he had gained and throw it out the window. So this is, so he's clanging away, banging away, and he's trying, he's going, woohoo, he's,
Yeah, I was doing my traditional
he was doing
piano-based performance of Song 2 by Blur.
right.
It sounds more like Katie. I thought you were doing a Katie Tunstall.
And
Course.
da-da-da-da-da. Well, that suddenly I see this is where I want
The
to
other
be.
one where she goes,
Oh.
woohoo.
What's that one?
Oh,
Big black horse and cherry tree.
Oh yeah, that was what I was doing.
Yeah.
That's the song I don't know.
So he was there. So he's creating this racket. I think he's like ordering the staff. He's like, I want iron brew, or he's shouting at the staff. And
I said that in a normal tone of voice.
So another feather out his cap.
there was no feathers. I had to throw the cap out the window. It was-
You're not gonna cap
You punched
anymore.
a hole through my hat and then put it back on my head.
Yeah.
Like a cannonball had went fired through it.
Pulled it down so it was around your neck.
and
It's like a tutu.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
sad.
and then anyway, so then Chris goes on. He is a fantastic set. You both had fantastic sets. So I'm going to give you both feathers and caps
Oh,
because you both.
thank you.
Your stand-up skills are amazing, and but also I think, and that's the thing is when I'm generally doing these shows, I have headliners opening, so it's like all the people who are
It's always
opening are
good.
also fucking sick. So that's a feather in my cap.
What do you think
For me.
about that? Some people get a
that's
good, not to be too Johnny come Ralphie May over here, but you know, some people get an opener that they think's really good, and some people get an opener that's stinking because they don't like a bit of a challenge. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, that'll be a cowardice. That'll be a weakness. I do know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
people do it.
Yeah.
People do it.
People do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not me.
I certainly don't
No,
do it.
yeah.
I'm having YouTube bloody
It
the
depends.
Lenin and Trotsky of Glasgow comedy.
Yeah, big
You
time.
know?
Depends if I can be bothered, really.
Yeah.
You're walking a tightrope. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Because sometimes I can be bothered. Sometimes I go, I don't know, I'm gonna go fucking smash it tonight. And sometimes I can't be bothered doing this tonight.
Yeah.
So it's on your head.
A good advert for your comedy on your podcast. Sometimes I can't be bothered.
Yeah, come see Roscoe
Sometimes I
and maybe
can't be
It's a coin flip.
What do you want? Do you want art or do you want something else?
I
Because,
bust my ass every night.
every night.
I'm like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but when I can be bothered,
You're
it's
like James Brown.
It's a thing of beauty. It's like seeing a beautiful unicorn. You know, in the start bit of the Pokemon where they see this Pokemon flying overhead and it's beautiful.
Mike's not
witness.
much of a Pokemon person, I've found out.
No.
And I don't think this has been referred to in terms of this feather plucking scandal.
Yeah, and this could be a feather taken out of my cap, but we are in our 30s, lads. So, you
No,
know.
you're right, but this is from childhood. Did you never see the
I
start
know,
of it?
I did.
You never see the start of it?
I did.
Episode
they
1,
look up and
Hobo
they're like,
flies
what the
across
fuck
the
is
sky.
that? And there's a big bird and it's beautiful to see. That's me when I can be bothered.
Right.
I'm the big bird flying.
You're a
and
big
there's
beauty.
sparkles coming off me.
The,
When I can-
the
when I can be
legendary
bothered.
bird of Johto who represents rebirth.
Yeah, that's me. I represent rebirth.
And can you similarly describe in detail what are you when you can't be bothered?
Have you ever seen?
Snorlax?
No, I'm going out with the Pokemon world for this. I'm going out with. Have you ever seen
You're
a
that big
dog
Pokemon.
that's too old?
Oh.
Yeah.
That.
You're that.
Yeah.
You're a
When I
dog
can't be bothered, I'm a dog that's too old. I'm lying down, and I'm not doing a lot of
sucking
moving.
your own cock.
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
No, well, hold on.
Yeah, but no. You hold on, right? No, you can't hold on me after saying that a dog who's too old, its primary description would be to be sucking its own cock. How many dogs that are too old have you seen sucking their own
He
cocks?
grew up on a farm.
That doesn't
Roscoe.
change anything.
Roscoe, and excuse the kind of pun here, but you're barking up the wrong tree here because
That's nice.
that was very
I'm-
nice.
I'm
and
back
before
at-
I said I had to
Feather back in your
I had
cap.
to pre-warn you. My cap is overfloweth with feathers after
Yes.
that one.
No.
My cap is stuffed. Now, so I had a dog called Bruce.
I thought there was a
Right,
duck,
oh.
a duck sitting on your head.
Huh?
I thought there was a duck sitting on your head.
Because the amount of feathers. So Bruce was my childhood dog. Grew up with us the whole way. Very loyal dog. If like my mother was going for a walk around, and Bruce would come
would
with her
suck your
to,
dick?
to make sure. Now easy now. No, he did not suck my dick.
Right, well, you're leading me down a path
No,
here,
I
mate.
just want to paint a picture of Bruce. He's a beautiful Labrador dog. He did have an addiction to biting the number plates off of cars, but no one's without folly or flaw.
It's not illegal.
That's not illegal.
You can't be arrested
No,
for it.
our Aunt Miriam hated the dog, but I don't think she understood this is just how he gets his jollies.
Yeah.
Now, as he got older and frail, he became quite a lazy dog, quite a sedentary dog, and he would sit on our back step of our. So you'd have to walk over Bruce to get in the back door coming in from the farmyard.
yeah.
And let me tell you what became his number one hobby. Right. And that was sucking his own
Yeah.
damn flute.
Yeah.
Right?
Red
He
Rocket,
became
Red
enamored
Rocket.
with his own flute. Never in the history of time has a creature become
Yeah.
as enchanted by one of
Passionate.
their own body parts
Yeah.
than Bruce did about his flute. One time, we had to put. The nuns were visiting our house,
Yeah.
and we were like, we
Of
can't
course.
have.
Nuns.
We
This is
can't.
such an Irish issue.
Yeah.
We can't have this dog sucking his own dick when the nuns turn up.
Well,
No,
on-
for sure.
Sister Rose is coming.
Well,
Put that dog's dick away.
well, honestly, we like this is going to scandalize the nuns if they know not only is this dog receiving fellatio, but from none other than himself.
Yeah.
Like that, he's actually
If someone else was sucking the dog's dick, fair enough.
fair enough.
We all know down at the
yeah.
chapel.
That's
These
right.
types of malarkeys take place.
These take place. But to think that he would have the wickedness to bend over.
But it's also like, man, I've seen a dog kind of clean its own dick with its tongue. And I think that's
Is that what they're saying they're doing, is it? Is that what they're claiming?
I'm trying to
Did a
think.
dog write this?
You know,
tweet?
I was cleaning it, Your Honor. I was.
Your Honor, I'm but a dog. I didn't want to go out with a dirty penis, so I sucked on it multiple times to clean it.
Since when is it a crime for a Doberman to clean his own
Mickey.
his own filthy Mickey?
If you have cuffs, then put me in them.
Yes. Did I ejaculate at the cessation of the cleaning? Yes, I did. But I certainly do not think a dog. Sometimes cleaning can be wonderful. Why can't we?
I was so happy to see it clean.
Yes.
I came.
Okay. It was the spotless aesthetic of my flute that led me.
But the irony is here, Your Honor. After I came,
I had to
clean it again.
And at the end of cleaning again, once again I came.
Life is but a vicious circle of coming and cleaning.
Is cleanliness not next to godliness?
Now that's a feather in that dog's cap. I'm
Now
sure.
that's a feather in that dog's cap. Yes. Haste this.
Are we still in the podcast?
Yes,
My
this
cat?
is
Right,
still
okay.
the side podcast. Yeah.
feather in my cap.
Feather in my cap. Oh, mama, can you put a feather in my cap? I know.
I didn't know you guys had pre-written this song, but it's beautiful.
It is
Thank
pretty
you.
nice,
I'll lay,
isn't it?
I'll lay some bass down.
I would be surprised if you can.
Roscoe told me in the car, sat me down in the car. I was already sitting down,
Today?
and yet he felt the need to sit me down.
You were sitting down, he went up.
Put the heated seat on for him.
Yes.
Oh.
Like
How did you feel about the heated seat, Michael?
I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't, and do you know what? It felt like care and it felt like love because I got in and it's already heated, and I was like, Roscoe at some point has had the thought.
I'm not going to say it, but
You did.
Yeah.
He's a thoughtful guy.
Oh no, there's literally a full chicken after being thrown onto your head into your cap. Yeah. There's a chicken in your cap. There's a live chicken in your cap right now. But I got in and I felt the heated seat, and I'm like, at some point in Roscoe's head, he had to have thought, "Oh, Mikey's getting in the seat. Let's get that warm for Mike."
Okay.
And that just felt that felt very genuine, tender, and you know what? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the feeling of warmth that comes up
I
through
don't like it.
the rectum.
Makes me feel like I've pissed my pants because that's the only other time I've felt warmth there. Is my regular
Right.
pants pissing experiences.
How many times do you piss your pants?
It doesn't bear thinking about.
the
Right.
problem is Christopher pisses his pants so often that he's unable to enjoy the sensation of a heated seat because it only reminds him of shame.
Okay.
Thanks you.
Right. Now I
I
don't.
thanks you.
Thanks you.
As someone
And
who
I thanks you. And I thanks you.
doesn't piss his pants
Nah.
on a regular basis, I would like the heated seat.
Right.
And I liked the intention from Roscoe, and I just thought it was a beautiful little gesture
Okay.
for him to think about my cold caboose and say, let's
When
let's
I
see-
asked you,
Yeah.
I opened for you.
Yeah.
He opened for you.
No,
now
and I'm
you're
get-
adding different days.
No. But I was just going to say, as he sat me down and then he looked at me square in the face and he said, "You know what? You probably think I'm good at comedy." I said, "I think you're a great stand-up comedian." He goes, "Do you know what my real talent is?" And then he seemed close. He said, "Drumming,
Yeah, he's good.
drumming." And he said,
Such a good drum.
"That's where Roscoe comes alive." And I was like, "Lad, we have to go do this podcast. I don't
He
have
said,
time
"No,
for
no,
it."
no, no, no,
And
no.
he did a little bit of banging on the steering wheel, and I thought,
No, don't you fucking
and I
you
thought,
lie,
no.
mate.
And
No,
he did.
don't
He
you-
started doing a little bit of
Don't
banging.
you fucking lie, mate, right? I'm not one of those guys who's like fucking.
But then, listen, I seen a thing on the internet.
I had to work hard to get that out of my fucking system when I was younger.
Yeah.
I
You were tapping on
now I
everything.
just
Yeah.
move my foot around like that uncontrollably, like I'm fucking
Yeah.
playing double bass.
Now who's
Who
ashamed
knows?
of their bodies?
Right.
Huh?
You?
Still me. Still you. Still you. So most people, let's face
Yeah.
it.
I want
But-
to finish this about the two of you because so both of you did great on stage. You're both fantastic comedians who I'm a fan of, and you both and the crowd were delighted to see both of you. You both got big pops when you came out, and they were all delighted. Now this is where we're kind of like there's the Robert Frost moment of the path not taken. So Macarthur-Boyd sees what more kind of iron brews he can get out of the bar as he comes off stage, sees how many he can take with him.
How many half cans of
Yes.
amber you can drink and leave them around?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and then he hightails it off on his little getaway vehicle. I didn't see, but he hightails it away.
Feet.
I think he had a hot air balloon
It
or
took me
something.
to the train
Yeah.
to go home.
Yeah. So he heads off, whereas Roscoe
Shameful.
Shameful.
Roscoe sticks around, hangs around, not only through the whole show.
You did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Take some pictures. He took some pictures, some lovely little choice, tasteful pictures
Yeah.
from a low angle, from
Low
a
angle, get
yes.
the crowd in.
getting the crowd in. It was
smiling and laughing.
He didn't do that when he opened for me over 30
I
dates.
did that all the fucking time. Why are you lying? Why are you doing? That's a feather out your cap.
Oh,
Take a feather out
no.
your cap. I'm lying.
you couldn't afford a feather to be taken out at that point.
I'm rustling around for feathers.
So he takes these pictures, very nice little pictures, gorgeous. Then I go off and I think I have to go do like I'm selling merch. I'm being, you know what I mean, just capitalist shilling on my part, just greed,
No.
sheer greed.
The DIY punk ethos allows for it.
Okay, then it was good.
Yeah.
Then it was good what I did. So I went and did some good stuff and sold another feather in. I sold the merch. And then I thought to myself, I said, Roscoe must be gone home. There's no way he's waited around like this. You know what I mean? The man is but flesh and blood.
How are
He
you
has to...
going to get back to this fucking hotel that's a 45 minute
this was
walk?
the question. And then I said, how am I going to get back? And I wondered, and I came back in the green room, who's waiting there with open arms, but Roscoe McClelland.
Can I admit something?
Yeah.
He wins.
Yeah. And so, not only a feather, I mean, I'm going to put a whole pillow, a pillow
Over his
filled
head.
with feathers, and I'm going to smother you with it.
Can I admit something?
I'm going to take your
The
life.
prize is to die.
The prize is the sweet release of death.
Can I admit something else?
Yes.
I would like to trade my win for your dog that sucks itself off to win.
He's dead.
No, I don't want the dog.
Okay, now Bruce is dead. Now we can go and we can try retrieve the remains of Bruce. Maybe we make a documentary about that.
I
Give
think
it
this
mouth
is
to
just,
cock resuscitation. Like he would have wanted.
this is more like a posthumous award kind of thing.
I'm just
Give me that dead dog.
Bro, it's just like the idea that Bruce has fallen in love with himself. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I never knew I would find love at such an old age, but
Well, you can't teach an old dog new tricks,
I
but I found one.
I can't believe I found my own cock at the ripe old age.
You look around the world thinking, where can I find someone who will love me as I deserve to be loved, when you just look
Indeed.
down at your waist,
Then
your
you
little
look
dog waist.
down betwixt your two hind legs, and you see the most beautiful little lady.
You got 4 nipples here, 4 nipples here. Don't take any notice. Just keep on going and you'll find.
Don't even shoot a glance at those nipples. Keep on going straight down, and you're going to find the most beautiful little pink lady you ever did see.
And you're going to say to yourself, this needs a cleaning.
You're going to say, hey, she dirty. Hey, she dirty.
Excuse me, anybody gonna clean this little beautiful woman?
We can't let her go to the ball looking like that. We got to clean her.
Hey, Cinderella, get over here. Why don't you meet my other pink friend, Mateo?
How many cocks is this dog on at this point?
Hey, you're pink, my tongue's pink. How about y'all go dancing?
How about
How about y'all?
excuse me? Would you like to dance?
The tongue is asking its
Yeah.
cock to dance.
No, this is a beautiful image. And I appreciate
cheek to
this.
cheek.
Oh,
No, that's
and then I go and spoil it all by
saying something stupid like.
Oh, to think that you've reached the heights of your podcast on the first episode. This will never be. There's no way.
I mean, we probably should do an intro.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shooting Ropes.
Welcome to yeah, but
so-
another okay.
Oh, sorry, no, you go, because this is gonna be. I know you're leading up to something thoughtful here. I know this is gonna.
We were having a hard day, and we didn't really get to what happened on the trains yesterday.
Oh, that's where it was.
So
right.
here's something I want to say to you. So I was on this bloody train, which now I'm thinking maybe I can get some money back.
full refund if it's over an hour late, brother.
Right, and it was well over an hour late. So here's the thing I want to say to you two brothers.
PM.
So I was in there anyway, and I goes in, and it's been delayed, and we're supposed to get to Preston for a changeover. We missed that, and then there's a whole delay. Now we're going to be, it's like 2 hours after when it's supposed to be there. And so when I got on the train, I'm just like, there's so many people because there's one train to Glasgow that's been cancelled. So all the people from the cancelled train have all come onto this train. So it's a fucking nightmare. People are just sitting in the middle carriages, like, "Whoa," you know,
In the vestibule.
yeah, in the vestibule.
Glaswegians and
And
angry people.
there's angry Glaswegians trying to, bite the rubber off the fucking side of the fucking doors. Just, there's people.
feathers in their caps whatsoever. They've
Not
never
one,
seen
not
a
one
feather.
feather in their cap. Not even a cap to fill with feathers.
Oh, no.
So, the thing is, if you don't have your cap put out for a feather, there's not going to be any feathers put in your cap.
Yeah.
No.
And that's what a
As
lot
the
of
old
people-
saying goes.
As the old saying goes. I believe it was Enoch Powell who first said that. I believe.
Said other stuff.
I believe.
He said things that I don't agree with.
I believe it was.
This is a firmly anti-Enoch Powell podcast. I know that you down in London, it's trendy these days to like stuff, rivers of blood, etc.
He would often refer to rivers of blood, which I must say, and I actually didn't. This is amazing now. My father at the wedding of my brother
Where is
He
this
didn't-
going, mate?
Huh?
I'll let you finish.
Where
I
is
want to know
this
what.
going, mate?
started sucking his own and started screaming, "Look, I'm Bruce, I'm Bruce." He thought it was a funny impression,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the time or the place. He was like, "Yo, look there."
Maybe a wake or something.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But that's
Um,
beyond the pale.
Yeah, it was, and he did it. He thought it'd be funny if he stood at the back door of the hotel, because it's like the back door of our house, and just sat there sucking his own flute.
What hotel was it? Was that a nice one?
It was a lovely one. It was a hotel called the Grand Adair.
Oh my
Sounds
God.
good.
It was gorgeous. So my dad he has to say a speech at this wedding, for my brother. Now, as my father said to me, he said he'd been at a wedding before of some people he knows that are kind of live in Kilkenny, where we're from, and he said, "Sure, the father went up there and he said, 'Oh, I loved the son, and wasn't he a beautiful boy growing up, and I love my daughter-in-law and all this, and oh Jesus, it was awful.' And he said, 'I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that.' And I said, 'You don't have to do that.' He said, 'Well, I can't, and I'm not doing that.' And I'm like, right. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So he just
He
says,
didn't want to say he loved his boy.
No, he can't. No, I've never said that, and I'm not.
It'd be a good day for it.
I'm not going to start doing that now. I just think it's awful. He was saying he loved it, so sure we didn't know where to look. He thought it was like really embarrassing.
Yeah,
that
like
the guy
in
did that.
like in Sopranos when Johnny Sack cries at his daughter's wedding and
Yeah.
Old Richie comes over and goes,
Yeah.
you know, and everybody's like, "It's his daughter's wedding. It's fine."
Yeah, and he loves his wife. He's like, Johnny Sack was such a loser. He loved his family
He
and
loved
his
his
wife.
beautiful, voluptuous wife, and he
She's-
loved his daughter.
To me, she was always Rubenesque.
Have you saw the Sopranos, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater edits?
Nope.
It is so good,
I
man.
don't think anyone's seen that.
can't just
I don't
go-
think, in fact, I don't think that even exists, Roscoe. I think that's just something you just thought of, something you'd love to happen.
Mate, he
Bring
sent
it
it to
up.
me.
Bring it up right
He's
now.
already sent it.
Bring it up right now. It's so good. Someone's used the from the Sopranos video game. They've used the models from that, and they've put a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. They've got like Paulie, and he's like, "Hey, Tone. Some of these kids, they took my gabagool and put it on the roof. It's some kind of internet challenge." And then Tone's like, "Yeah, fuck the internet." He's like, "Yeah, fuck the internet. Hey, you think you could get up on the roof and get my gabagool for me?" And then Tony has to like go up a quarter pipe, get on at the roof, grind over this thing, and get the gabagool.
get the
in middle.
gabagool.
He gets the gabagool, and he's like, "Hey, thanks for giving me that gabagool, Tone." No, it's really good stuff.
Honestly, that's incredible.
It was, yeah.
That's pretty good.
If you like a guy describing it, wait
Do you
till
ever
see
get
the
Ginny
actual
Sack on the
video.
board? Do you ever get Ginny on the board?
I don't think so. No.
I'd love to see Ginny on a board.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Ginny Sack.
he's not
on a
even seen The
skateboard.
Sopranos.
I've only seen a few episodes.
Ah, for fuck's
I only
sake.
know Tony. The other two guys, three guys, Gabagool is involved.
Gabagool is a big character in
Who
the
do I
show.
know from The Sopranos? I know Mr. Soprano.
Yeah. And then
Gabagool, I believe is a guy.
Gabagool.
Goes to all
Gabba
that.
and his friends, the
listens
ghoul.
to Gabba music.
So
Your father.
my father, anyway. So
An inability to show
So
love,
he's just,
typical
I
of the
won't
Irish.
do that.
Yeah.
I've been at them kind of weddings, and sure, we all just wanted to kill ourselves, you know. So he's just not. So we're like, right, we'll do, you know, just say what, you know, say whatever. Well, I'm not saying that, you know. I've never said you need to say that. Just say, you have to say something. But anyway, and everyone's kind of, there's a bit of nervousness about my father saying the speech, and because what could he come out with? We don't know. But anyway, so he keeps saying, we're like, so what are you doing? He's just like, sure, I'll say a thing or two. And you know what I mean? And it's like, well, have you prepared anything to say? You know, and, you know, our sister-in-law is a legend, is also like, she's like, what is he going to fucking say now? And we're like, I think it'll be all right, you know. But anyway, so he proceeds to go up and just murdering, like just so fun, crushing, not mentioning the bride or groom at all, nothing to do with them. Absolutely. Starts telling a story about the suit he is on. It's just, it has zero to do with the wedding. Like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's just talking about himself and sure, referring to himself as poor old Rice. Sure, poor old Rice. This will be the last suit he'll ever buy.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is where you got a lot of your stylistic.
I'm only-
I'm a nasty old character.
exactly right.
What's in it?
Yeah, 100%. And then he starts like telling this story, basically about how. So he gets into them how they've met. There's no point at any point that he's saying, you know. I think the most he kind of says about my brother is, sure, you know, he's at home there, and sure, he's working away, and that's it. And then, and at some point,
All you can aspire to in Irish romance.
then he starts telling this story about how they like went to this beach town together, her friends and him, my little brother, and they went out to walk along the beach, but it was rain, lashing rain, and then he said, I'm sure the makeup washed off the faces of the girls, and the mascara ran down their cheeks like rivers of blood.
God.
I swear to God. And everyone was just kind of like, and now everyone was kind of like, what in the God's name is he talking about? It was like rivers of blood.
Like Enoch Powell once said. Could that speak in defense of your dad?
Yeah.
I think it might be that your dad and Enoch Powell are both referencing some biblical thing.
Yeah.
I think, isn't there like a kind of biblical reference or a religious reference of like a tear of blood coming out like like a statue of the Virgin Mary? Is that not?
I think there is something. I think you're not completely wrong there.
I think it's more that than a British fascist.
This is two prods attempting Bible studies here.
It is, yeah. And you know what? It's sad.
Secret podcast.
And
Another secret podcast.
Welcome
hidden
to the
inside.
broadcast.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Gonna find out what God is real and whose is the best.
Everybody prod now.
Our first guest on the podcast, the corpse of Ian Paisley.
Hey.
Never. No surrender. Never. We'll never have Vishnu in here.
I have been to heaven, and I have met an entire cavalcade of gods.
A god should only have 2 arms. I have found that going to heaven and meeting Jesus Christ face to face, this is a man who has no conviction or who has no semblance of what it means to be an Ulster Unionist. If you have holes in your hands, how could you hold anything close and dear to you? It's not right. He has a hole in his hand and he has a hole in his convictions, and I will say that with no shred of fear in my voice. I have been banished to hell almost immediately. I have been asked to leave heaven.
I have been asked to leave. I will obey. I wanted to do a riff there about Ian Paisley meeting Quetzalcōātl, the Aztec Winged Serpent, but I thought, I don't think it'll fly.
No, don't think it'll fly. Is that?
No, it's not a joke. It's just
So I don't know who that.
Quetzalcōātl.
Why are you continually swallowing yourself?
No, that's Ouroboros,
Oh,
the
sorry.
Buddhist snake god.
So you're telling me that there's an Aztec god?
Quetzalcōātl.
Was that their Christ?
That was like their winged snake.
So what's his name?
Quetzalcōātl.
Quetzalcōātl! You winged serpent! I banish you then!
Nothing compared to Ouroboros.
I've just realised that your old dog is really a reincarnated version of Ouroboros, the
You
world
familiar with
snake,
Ouroboros, the world snake?
who swallows itself.
The snake who sucks its own tail, and it's a circle, and it represents forever, reincarnation.
so-
Reincarnation. So you're saying what Bruce was doing at the back door of my farmhouse in Greenridge
Yeah.
was in fact a nod to Horus Boris. It was a religious ceremony.
the world
Him
snake, yeah.
sucking himself silly, nigh on 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
was actually a spiritual display.
It was an attempt to.
A
and
reincarnated world god.
This is part
Yes.
of the podcast, but he was in deepest, darkest
Yes.
Catholic Ireland, and he was saying this isn't the way. Buddhism is the way.
Buddhism is the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And by God, if I ejaculate 8 to 9 times a day
On my own whiskers.
on my own bloody whiskers, as a result
Yeah.
of my devotion to the Buddhist religion,
the Buddha.
well then so be it.
and his teachings.
I will take that. L, as it were. of
You take it, or Bruce will take it.
Bruce will
Oh,
take
yeah.
the L of jizzing relentlessly in public.
And that's what Mahatma Gandhi was trying to tell us. Is he Buddhist?
No,
And I think part of us knew
not on any level.
Who's Buddhist?
who is Buddhist.
Buddha.
Richard Gere.
Is he?
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama and Richard Gere are the main
That's
two.
cunt I was thinking of, Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Come on.
You sent me a text yesterday.
I did.
You were struggling with your journey. You had delays and
So
excitement.
on the trip, I goes in. I said I'm going to just sit in first class now. And when the guy comes over, right? The guy comes over because the rest of the train is so full. And when he comes over, I'm going to say, hey. He's going to be like, hey, you're going to need to pay first class. And I'm going to go, well, you cancelled my other train. So, and I have nowhere else to sit. So there. And so he comes over anyway, and he goes, have you first class ticket? I was like, no, I don't, but my other train was cancelled, and I don't have another seat sitting. And he's like, well, you still can't sit here. And I was like, oh, damn it. My employee
he's
was
got you there.
Yeah.
my employee was immediately foiled
Yeah.
by this
Or
guy.
else 100 people would be in first class.
Exactly. Everyone would be first class. So then he says, I says to him, I said, well, how much the hell is it? And he says to Preston, because that's what I thought I was changing. I goes, yeah, to Preston. He's like, 121 quid
Oof.
more.
They've seen you coming.
Yeah, and you know what I says to him? I says, you can fuck off. He says, no way. I'll see you later. I says, was there any other seats anywhere? He goes, yeah. He's like 2 or 3 carriages up. So anyway, I goes on
he's
a
lying to you.
I goes up on a little jaunt up the fucking train. Must be the smelliest train that's ever been. Like each carriage smells more like fart than the last.
Yeah.
It's just the most
A hot
slovenly,
box, a Dutch
just
oven.
dripping people they look like they've just recently escaped the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. Skin is just falling off their faces and hands. It's absolute horror stuff.
Well, the problem here is, mate,
Yeah.
right, what happens is the accumulated farts move down
Yeah.
the train.
Yes.
Because the train's going that way. The farts,
The
they
fart-
don't stay static. They're
Yes.
moving back, and then they get trapped in the end, and it builds back up. So
Yes. And I was
that's how it
hoping
works.
someone would explain the physics of it.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
don't
plumber.
think
I know how
that
these things work.
I don't think that's true because the first class is at the back of the carriage.
Depending what way you're going.
To north, they're at the back. And then
No.
when you get to London, first class is right next to the train station gates. So
I disagree.
okay.
and we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, yeah,
disagree, and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that was nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, I goes up to this just fart puke ridden, skin peeling carriages of the underclass, which I've never had first class before in my life. I've never gotten it, and I was just coming up, and there's fuck all seats. There's one seat beside this person who's getting. It seems is getting fatter every second. Like they're just growing into the seat beside.
Have you seen
them.
Akira
No.
anime? It's about this guy who expands and his body takes over
Right.
Neo Tokyo.
I would say there was at least 17 of those
Yeah.
on the train this day. And so I just kind of sit in beside him. I've traveled the whole length of the fucking train to try find anywhere habitable or suitable. And this is going to be hours, this fucking train journey. So I sit in beside him, and I have to literally sit with like half my legs out in the fucking aisle. And as
people
my legs
butting
are
in.
out, they're just getting hit by other people. And then it gets slammed by like that little trolley that someone's trying to sell things with. And I was just like, I can't do this. No. I work hard.
Yeah.
I'm doing the pavilion tomorrow night in Glasgow. And what, I'm going to be engulfed by some blob? No. I refuse that.
Yeah.
No offense.
No,
he
I
can't
get
help
it.
being an
You
expanding.
disagreed.
Yes.
I disagree.
You
This
disagree.
is that new podcast inside it. Who disagrees?
Right.
There's a podcast.
Yes.
Called Who agrees?
But
This
you
is Who
disagree.
disagrees. Yeah.
But what do you mean you disagree? I'm just saying what my feeling was at the time.
I know. It's just about you disagreed with something. This is what it's about. It's just about people who disagree with things.
Okay, so I disagreed with the situation I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go back down.
You screamed at God in heaven, I
Yeah.
disagree
I disagree.
with your divine plan.
Yeah, and I was having none of it. I have my little book about Hiroshima that I'm reading, and I said, this is tough enough already.
This is what I was bringing up. Why are you, if you're going for a train journey in Britain, don't bring a non-fiction book about Hiroshima.
I bought it into a Japanese restaurant the other day, and it was very on the nose.
Here,
Yeah.
And it was very, and I had it I was like that. I was like,
It's like going into fucking a spa in Dublin with a book about the fucking famine. What are you talking about?
no, it wasn't good. It wasn't nice.
here's an interesting
Yes.
thing. Well, actually, now I think about it, it may be less interesting than I thought. I'll say it anyway. When I went to this punk rock show in Barcelona,
We're going to talk about the punk rock
Barcelona.
restaurant in Inverness.
No, in Barcelona with some friends, and bit of a heavy night, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of drinking, pretty fucked up. I think we were
brothers
drinking.
being brothers.
I think we were drinking pints of rum because the guy at the bar was fucking sound as fuck.
Sick.
Sounds like a negligent bartender.
It was actually insane. The guy because you had to like have these little wristbands and fill them up with cash, and the guy at the bar was just like, I don't give a fuck, and he was just doing pints of rum.
Yeah.
People were smashed.
Yeah.
And
Overall, probably wasn't really helping people, but
No,
No, but it
ruining
was
a lot of
strange.
nights.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was helping our night.
It's helping.
Pint of rum.
I've heard what happened on this night, so I don't think he was actually doing you any
Well,
favors.
this is when.
Oh, everybody on the trip but Roscoe lost their phone.
Yeah, my
You know,
friend
pickpocketed.
my friend Eddie lost his phone, got his phone back, and then my friend John lost his phone, got his phone stolen, and then my friend Eddie went missing and then turned up at like 4:30 in the morning back to the hotel room. No idea how he got there without a wallet. And we're like, all right, cool. But I was back, everyone was fucked, lying down there. Wake up about 7 in the morning, and my friend John, he loves Japan, and he'd put on a kind of channel about Japan, and I was like really hungover for a long time, and there was a lot of stuff about Hiroshima. It was just very detailed accounts of how horrible it was.
Yeah.
I'd say for about 5 hours with a hangover of pint of rum
I
death.
just think
Yeah.
neither of yous. Listen, I've read books about this topic. I'm interested in it. I don't think it's for like being hungover or being on a train that's delayed.
Well, so
So you want to be happy?
here's
about
the
it?
thing.
I just want to be in a neutral state so I can go. Oh,
When I packed my bag with the book for the train, I didn't know it was going to be
no,
delayed.
you're right.
Right. So I thought I was going to be able to read this on a punctual train.
Why are you reading it?
Huh?
Why are you reading it?
Do you know what? It's good because when you're reading it and you kind of think to yourself, I'd say, this is me reading it, right? I just go, oh. And then I go, it's not, my life's not so bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm all right here, am I? And then I go, oh, come on.
Yeah.
And then I go like this, oh, come on.
Yeah.
What if the... What
I go,
because I was-
I go, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I was telling you, you're a horrible guy. I was telling you.
No.
I was on like the flight back from Tokyo, and you
Yeah.
get to watch a wee film. And
Been to Japan?
and I stuck on Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
and I just had my wee headset and going,
Yeah.
just so all the Japanese people knew I was sound. I
Yeah.
was like, this bad.
No.
man. You just were ripping the piss there,
Yeah.
and all the Japanese people were like, thank you.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
Mate, when you were reading your book, acting out, I noticed that what you done was
Yeah.
you picked a page like that
Yeah.
and moved it that way.
Yeah.
And read a bit. But then the next page
Yes.
you went back the same way,
And
back
do you know,
to the
and do you know
original
why
page.
that was?
You forgot what
No,
was there. You weren't really.
And I go, do you know what? That was horrible. Have another little read. of that.
Reread that.
Oh, their skin was falling off. Oh, and then I go, and then I go, oh, and then I go,
It was a terrible thing.
I go that.
Yeah. What's that face? Could you put that in words?
No, I go just kind of I would say kind of a gremlin who's just kind of got away with a prank.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that.
One of the worst books I read was Chernobyl Prayer, that they based the TV show Chernobyl on. It
Yeah.
was a collection of, as an oral history of this woman interviewing survivors of the Chernobyl disaster in various states of death
Yeah.
and dying. And I mean, I was reading that during lockdown,
Yeah.
and I was just going mental.
Aha.
You know, so I do actually understand, and I know that Channy talking about. I was in Amsterdam there, and I was getting absolutely. I had a big red velvet cake, and I was lying in my fucking bed like that, and I put the Japanese
You
channel.
look
on.
like a red velvet cake today.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
And I
You're
was,
welcome.
I was looking. I was all caked up, and I was looking at the Japanese channel, going, "I feel like I'm on holiday in Japan now."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's nice.
thank you.
That's really nice. It's a lovely anecdote, and what was lovely about that is it made me feel like I was a red velvet cake looking at Japanese people,
You'd be more like a blue velvet cake today.
and that's a lovely observation. And I
Yeah.
don't think, and that's why you're getting. That's why you are where you are
Yeah.
at the far end
That's
of the
why
couch,
you're
Yeah.
winning.
where no one can see you. You're not even on camera.
I live in realism.
I was thinking that.
I live in realism.
Now, so I'm on. So basically, what happens? I go up there. Everyone's dying in these carriages. They're puking. Their flesh is rotten off. Some of them are eating their children, and I'm literally like, I can't. Right? No, fuck it. I'm going to go first. I'm just going to pay for first class. Whatever. I had done a comedy thing, this filming thing that morning, which I'd gotten late. That was paying.
The Channel 4 thing?
Yeah, and it was just half days filming, and that was paying this amount. I said, right, so if I just pay this, I'll just in my head take it off of that fee.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You do little mental gymnastics.
Yes.
So I go down anyway, and the little kind of man sees me coming back, and he's like, "Oh, you're back," you know, and I'm like, "Yes," because there is no seats, and everyone's dying,
Yeah.
and people are eating their children, and there's one guy sucking himself off.
Yeah.
There wasn't, but I was trying to paint a
That
picture.
was just a memory of
That was just
a memory of a beautiful dog.
It
memory.
was
of-
like when you do like two bad things and a good thing.
yeah.
You know, you're like, "Meh."
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna take a feather out of your cap for that. But so anyway. That's what people were like in the aisles of the regular class. Just audibly
They're my people.
passing away.
You know?
And I would imagine having phone calls on speaker
Yeah.
and watching football or boxing results on
100%.
Wi-Fi.
Listening
Other countries
to
like
Cardi
football
B.
and boxing results on Wi-Fi. You never.
Yeah.
You don't know what a sport is.
I've seen it.
He's seen
I've seen
it.
people watching boxing.
You
on
gotta
their
watch the
phone out
football.
loud.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put the football and the
Yeah.
boxing results on.
Yeah.
You've never been a trainee in your life.
Yeah.
And fucking-
So anyway, I goes back down and said, "Look, I'm getting it." So your man comes down and he's just like, "I'm like, look, how much is first class just to Glasgow?" I just the whole way, and then he was kind of like, a little bit of fright and arousal kind of entered his eyes, which makes you think they're on a little bit of commission, these cunts. So anyway, then he's just kind of like types in his like little thing that he's pretending. It's just literally he's dancing his fingers along his knee, and then he goes, and then he looks back to me and he's just like, "Oh, that'll be." He's like £167, and I went to Glasgow, and I just goes, I looked at him and just goes, "Just take it." I just said, "Just take it," and you know what? And I paid it, and then he just, you know what I mean? He can barely hold, hold in his excitement,
spunking in his trunks.
spunking in his trunks. Just, I'll go get myself a custard and apple once this is done. Like, and he's.
I'll go to the shop and I'll get a sweaty train cheeseburger.
Yes, I will, and I'll bloody enjoy it.
Have
Callback.
you ever
Yeah.
had the sweaty train cheeseburger on Avanti West Coast?
No.
I've had that, I would say, 14 times in my life.
Yeah.
And it's never good.
No.
And it's always rivulets of sweat running inside the inside of the package. Like,
Yeah.
It's steamed, isn't it?
Yeah, they steam them. Steamed burgers. It's like steamed hams from The Simpsons, but actually
Yeah.
steamed.
I didn't get that. I did get. I got everything once I was there. Once I was first class. Honestly, even looking back now,
It's worth it.
it was worth it.
It's
it was-
insane how good it is.
It was so nice considering the absolute hellscape behind me going on this train.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting up here in this air conditioned. It is horribly
Beggar
classist.
chair.
Yeah. Oh, lad. And I got a double, like a free one beside me. And then at one point, we got to this station and we got there late. It's amazing how quickly you become a cunt in first class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this lady gets on and she's just like, this old lady, she's like, is anyone sitting there? And I was kind of like, well, no, but technically no, but I'm afraid. I was like, I'm afraid there's a price, and I don't think you'll be able to pay it.
How much is your pension?
Are you doing the pavilion?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you are.
I don't believe you're playing the Pavilion tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, supported by Jennings and Macarthur-Boyd, so I don't think this is for you. But then she goes, well, I'm sitting here, and I was kind of like, so then she says, this poor old lady just needs a seat. Everywhere else is full, and I am livid. And I'm kind of looking around for,
You're looking for that button you get in planes. It's like, can I get someone to come by here?
I'm kind of looking for the manager just to go, like just literally do this. Like to mouth at the manager, I'm not sure she's supposed to be here. So, and then I said to her at one point, I just go, now the thing is, I think they might come over and they might charge you.
You didn't say this to, did you?
No, I did. I think that they might come over and they might charge you a lot of money. And then she just goes, well, I don't care. I've been waiting for an hour. I'd like to see them try. And I was like, yeah, no, you're dead right.
Your exact
And
methodology.
yeah, yeah, that was my methodology, which cracked immediately.
Well, I've waited an hour, so I should get free food.
Yeah, but so then anyway, so then she and I go, yeah, no, you're dead right. And in my head, I was just like, I mean, I hope she gets lifted out here
He's gonna come and get you.
because once you've paid your £167, which is an outrageous amount of money to pay,
Crazy, yeah.
it's crazy. I've never paid that much
It's a
for
flight
anything.
to Luxembourg.
And it was just because I didn't want. I was like, you know what? I deserve a little bit of comfort here. But as soon as you pay that, suddenly, and people are coming through the first class, and you're just like, keep it moving. Don't even think of sitting down. And then there's some people who come in. Some lad came in and just like, he's like, this first class. It's like this place smells like piss, and I'm like, well, it doesn't. It doesn't smell like piss, and that's
I think
why.
it smells in here.
Yes,
Which you smell
keep going
where
down
you
there.
deserve to be.
It smells like rotting maggots and guts and dead crows being fucked by horses.
Yeah.
I don't know where I went with
Does that
that.
have a scent to it? A specific scent?
There's a very specific
grew up on a
scent
farm.
to a dead crow
You grew up
being
on a
shagged by
farm.
a horse. In fact, it's sharp. It's a sharply identifiable smell. You're like, oh, is
When you
a
grow
horse
up,
been fucking a dead crow here?
when you
Um,
grow up on a farm, you
yeah.
become attuned
Yes.
to the smells of nature.
That's right. Thank you, Christopher.
Was there a lot of good solvents to sniff on a farm?
Solvent. Well, yeah, I suppose there would have been.
Sheep
Yeah.
dip.
You ever into that?
Well,
You ever into sniffing a tub of glue?
no. The thing was, you would just by virtue of being around stuff. So one thing, you'd have paint like that because you have to like mark cows and cattle. So you sprayed on the back of them. Now you wouldn't actually have to paint, but what you would do is
It's a waste.
you would spray it like so with cows there and you're spraying it, and then you'd let the fumes hit you. Do you know what I mean? You'd put yourself just kind of conveniently in the way of a lot of fucking pungencies.
Yeah.
Pungencies?
Yeah, the pungencies.
Triangle.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You've
Yeah.
done it there. You've done it there.
Yeah.
I've been in a similar position where
Yes.
I was on a train. I paid for standard premium,
Yeah.
somewhere between first class and regular class. And
Christopher doesn't want to talk about huffing glue anymore, apparently.
no, me and Roscoe used to huff glue behind the stand before we would watch improv shows to try and make them bearable.
Really?
I bring him some of the good pipe glue and we'd fucking huff it.
Would you actually huff glue before?
Going out and watch stuff. It was class.
Was it class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fun.
I love
You
huffing
think people are
glue.
doing it? You think people are doing it for the good of their health, Michael?
Huffing
It's
glue.
It's fun.
It's not good
nice.
for you. You're saying,
It's not good for your health, but it's good for your.
Give you a
Mood.
mental health.
right?
It's good for your mood.
But so what do you?
It's a mood lifter.
Can you explain to me what is the sensation? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
So you're in a improv just going, whoa.
Whoa.
Can we have a suggestion? Whoa.
Huffing glue.
Yeah.
It becomes really the only thing you think about. And then when the effect wears off, you feel a bit empty for a while, but it's nothing too bad. I guess it'd be bad if you created a huge habit out of it.
Right.
What you want to do
Like
is get
anything.
yourself a tub of worktop glue, like glue for putting on the edges of worktops. Leave it open in a room,
Oh.
and then that room will become a room where you feel great.
Right. Because it smells of glue.
Yeah, it's really strong. That'll become a room where you feel great.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be nice. And do you know they have? If you've ever been to like a Korean spa or anything like that. Have you
No.
ever met one?
Korean spa.
Or
Are you
been
trying
to
to
one?
say
Sorry,
spy?
been to one.
Spa.
You trying to say spy?
Spa.
Have I ever met a Korean
Spa.
spy?
A Korean spa.
What's this?
It's like a spa that's full of Koreans.
Never
But-
been there.
Oh no, but no, the Koreans they basically they have more in America, but they'll have all these rooms of like minerals, like this one's of iron and magenta colorings, and you go in and it's some kind you're inhaling all this stuff, and then you go into another gold room where it's all just gold.
Did
but
you
it's, like,
just
hot.
watch Squid Games?
It was a great show.
And you're
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
No, no,
Is
this
this rock stuff? Is this like big rock stuff? Big room? A room of rock stuff?
room of rock stuff.
Dan Tiernan's pinger would be fucking frothing at this.
That's right.
Yeah.
He'd be gone full Bruce at the back of the door if he went into one of these crystal rooms. But I was thinking maybe I could I don't know, suggest to them that maybe a great addition to all these kind of different rooms of vibes would be a glue room.
Glue room, yeah.
Just a room that you are basically in a tub of glue.
And you just.
And
It
you're,
feels scary if you're in the glue.
yeah. But
Often it you've got control over it, but if you're in the glue, then
you say you're lost if you're in the glue.
yeah.
So you're saying, just for anyone listening, don't get in the glue.
Don't get in the glue. Be around the glue.
Be around
but
the
don't
glue.
get in the glue.
Yeah, this is a podcast for flies.
I just like to think of Fly with a little pair of headphones on.
okay.
I've been making
mistakes.
Yeah, don't, no, guys,
Oh, okay.
guys, don't go in the. They're saying don't go in the glue.
No. Smell it.
Smell.
Lay an egg. Need it.
They're like,
Laying an egg near it feels irresponsible at that point.
You know what? I don't want to criticize the fly community. They're not the best parents. They are not the best parents.
Flies.
Flies.
do you know the way they have that thing that people are like, oh, he wouldn't hurt a fly. I have killed, I would say, no less than 300,000 flies with glee. absolutely slaughtered the cunts.
Right.
And I have no remorse. And if a fly was to ever gain any sort of agency or foothold on this planet, I would be hung, drawn, and quartered.
They own property.
I would be made an example of, like, I would be at the Nuremberg trials. Rice
Yeah.
would have to stand,
I think
like, Goring in the fucking dock. And I'd have no defense. They'd be like, why did you do that? Just felt good.
Why do you do that? What's wrong with a fly?
Yeah, well,
What's wrong with a fly?
he grew up on a farm.
this is the
He grew up on a
the
farm.
kind of nonsense that you're living in this pampered universe with your little coffees and your warm little houses, and you never have to have a Barney Rubble on
Yeah,
your
the
cup.
coffee as well.
And you never have to have a cow's shit on your head, and you never have had to, kill an animal for the good of the farm. You never have to do it. But you'll drink the milk, and you'll have the butter, and you'll eat the cheese, won't you? You scumbags. And
this
then
got to do with
and then
killing
you'll question
flies?
me for slaughtering thousands upon thousands of flies, because they're all they're in your. Because if you're on a farm, right, you're basically, at all times, you're not very far from a cow's wretched arse. And then, so cow shit's
Cattle
everywhere.
excrement.
Yeah, so cow shit everywhere, so there's flies everywhere. And so the flies all come into the fucking house. So the house is full of flies. Now, you're going to just live and accept a world where my house is full of flies. You're fucking you bet your arse I'm not.
You could close,
Am I?
You could close the windows.
Huh?
Close the windows.
And then we're stuffy. No. No.
You know what? I think I was playing devil's advocate there because I recently had a fruit fly infestation in my house, and I set up a trap.
You
and
gassed them.
killed. I didn't gas
You
them.
gassed
I
them.
didn't gas
You did.
them. I don't think that's possible.
You
I
gassed
don't think
the
they have
fruit flies.
lungs. I set up a trap
You
where
don't think they have lungs?
there's no way flies have lungs.
Everything has lungs.
I don't think so. So I think
It's a good
Wait a minute.
question. I'm not sure.
Google the flies have
Get
lungs.
up. Does everything have lungs?
No, don't ask that.
Can a fly get lung cancer? Would Wim Hof benefit a fly? Ask these questions.
I recently set up a thing where it's like apple cider vinegar,
Yeah.
fairy liquid,
Uh-huh.
water, and then cut off the top of the bottle, flip that upside down, sellotape
Holy
that
shit.
on. Flies go in, they do not come out. And honestly, until my girlfriend emptied it when I was sick, I had upwards of 50 fly corpses floating.
Dead
in this,
flies?
Yeah, substance.
Brother.
And now I'm like,
So you're like an evil gene. You're like a Dr. Kevorkian of killing flies.
Yeah.
I would like to interrupt this podcast right now
new
Yeah.
podcast.
to say
Fly facts, get me with the fly facts.
You're
I
absolutely
don't want
right.
to deny that.
flies don't have lungs. I don't think you knew that. I think you were shooting for the fence, but
But it it did seem odd to me for a fly to be like, okay, guys, let's just calm down. It's just a piece of hot shit. We don't need to lose our
Let's not
minds
go
over it.
crazy.
Let's not go
here.
crazy, guys. It's just a dead carcass of a cow. We don't need to go crazy.
Let's just breathe.
Let's breathe. Let's enjoy ourselves, but let's not.
Well, here's the thing.
You
I
know.
think Roscoe, and listen, I think we will end the podcast on this note.
Yes.
I
no,
don't.
if I've got anything to say about it,
I
we're
don't.
just getting
No,
started.
no. I think you don't, and a lot of people don't understand the makeup of an insect's body.
That is genuinely the creepiest thing I've ever heard you say.
I think a lot of people don't understand. Oh, they've got an exoskeleton.
Body is a wonderland.
I'm not saying. I'm not singing John Mayer's "Body is a Wonderland" to a fly.
to a dung beetle. You're gonna be.
Your body is a wonderland, unexplainable playground for my senses. No, I'm just saying.
It feels like you are.
No,
it feels
I'm
like that's
not.
exactly what you were doing.
Well, you are a
quoting.
dung beetle and I'm near you, but all I'm
You're
saying
serenading
is,
an earwig.
my dad's so afraid of earwigs.
Oh, me too, man.
As a barber, I heard that you'd have to be afraid of him because what if you were cutting somebody's hair and it came out at you?
Do you know they don't actually live in people's ears? That's a misnomer. Anyway, it's been a great. It's been a great.
Disagree.
I disagree. Disagree. You don't know that.
Anyway, thank you so much, Michael, for coming on the podcast.
Brothers,
Really appreciate
we've
it.
had good fun, I think.
It's a good. This is the first episode we recorded in this beautiful studio. Thank
Yes.
you, Lorenzo. For,
Lorenzo.
producing that.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
We love
Much
you, brother.
Appreciated. And have you got anything you want? You've got a podcast.
I do.
A popular podcast
got
with
Mike-
Very popular
Vittorio
podcast.
Angeloni.
Vittorio Angeloni. Yes, Mike and Vittorio's Guide to Parenting. I'm also on tour all around. I'm in the pavilion tonight, so if you get a time machine on
We
you,
can get this out. We can get this out.
You can get
real
us
quick.
out
yeah,
quick, though.
we can get this out quick.
It's not been launched yet, never mind. But
Mike Rice Comedy on Instagram. I'm on tour. Come have a
Channel
look.
4, a
Nice.
comedy thing.
Yeah.
0 Scottish comedians included in that.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
something that you want to talk about here?
You know what? And I'm going to have a word with you after this show.
Oh, we should have talked about that.
No.
Next time you're on, we'll talk about when we done that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no.
brother. All right, lads, I love you. And thanks for having me on. This was an absolute delight.
Were you doing that into that camera?
I don't know where I was doing it. I was
Don't
kind of
think
doing
you're
it to
in it.
Lorenzo.
Yeah, you're in it.
and
Oh.
and then there's a bulldog with a pink cowboy hat here who I've been kind of drawn to at times during the
Yeah.
record.
There's this one if you want to do it.
Brothers, thanks for having me. Support this podcast. Lads are great. I
Yeah.
love you. Long live Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much for watching the Shooting Ropes podcast.
Or
Please-
listening to it as well. You can listen to
You
it.
can watch it on YouTube, and you can leave a wee review on Apple Music or Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from.
Nice.
Spotify.
Spotify.
Leave a little review on it on Spotify.
Spotify.
It's completely new technology.
It's a new thing. It's sponsored by. Jai, leave a review or something, and
Jai, leave a
gonna
review.
There's going to be
Jai ho. And leave
Oh.
a review.
Jin Howley. We are going to have
Yeah.
you on at some point, brother. But listen, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace and love in the new millennium.
Nice. Bye.
Pew. You do one? Pew. Pew.
It can get awful lonesome on the range. In hard times, strangers can seem strange. When a noose appears and there ain't no hope, whip out your pistol and shoot a rope. Shooting rope.